Millions of people around the country rely on news anchors on NBC, ABC, and CBS to give them the morning news with a side of entertainment. All three networks have undergone major shakeups in the last few years. Now, a popular Today host has launched a new business venture. Are they leaving NBC to take their career in a different direction? Keep reading to find out what's going on. Popular Today host launches new business. News and talk shows on television aren't what they used to be. Many networks are changing hosts or revamping shows due to budget cuts. CBS recently faced mass layoffs after the network's parent company, Paramount Global, merged with Skydance Media. NBC made a major change to its news programs by breaking MSNBC off into MS Now. Dylan Dreyer, Tom Lamas, Chanel Jones, Jacob Saboroff, Today Show, The Morning Show, which spans 4 hours, has different hosts for different hours. All of the hosts are immensely popular with viewers. Viewers are still adjusting to Hoda Kotb leaving the morning program. She did so partly to spend time with her daughters, but also launched a wellness brand. Now another Today Show host has ventured into a new business outside the show. Craig Melvin, who replaced Hoda Kotb in January 2025, announced this week that he launched a new business. He unveiled Melvin Made, a candle company whose profits go to cancer charities. He told People magazine that it's a very personal venture to him. Several members of his family have battled cancer. This is one of those hobbies that turned into a passion for me and my family, because everyone's affected by cancer. You'd be hard-pressed to find a family not affected. I'm not trying to make money off candles, but what I think I can do is raise money for a variety of charities that are fighting cancer, he explained. The Today host added, "The goal is to use the platform and the megaphone that we have to do as much good as possible." He revealed that one fragrance, Pink Jasmine, is named after his niece, who passed away at just 3 years old from the rare bone cancer, Ewing sarcoma. Craig Melvin actually got into the hobby because of his brother and sister-in-law. "I bought a kit, and I just started making candles in the kitchen, and would give them as gifts and play around with some different fragrances. And my early ones were not very good," he told People. Fans question if the host is out at NBC with the help of a friend from Richmond, Virginia. Craig Melvin improved and decided to launch the candle company. "The goal is to sell these things and raise awareness about a variety of cancers to get people talking about screenings, listening to your body, and talking about family histories. This is another tool to do that," he shared about his new business. While fans approve of the selfless venture, they worry about what it means for his future at the Today Show. Craig Melvin sparked rumors that he was leaving NBC in November by posting a heartfelt goodbye. He was actually bidding farewell to his co-workers at MSNBC after it became MS Now. His candle company seems to be a side gig to spread cancer awareness, not a full-time job, at least for now. Craig Melvin, co-anchor of NBC's Today Show, has launched a deeply personal candle company called Melvin Made. But he is not leaving NBC. The new venture is a side project aimed at raising money and awareness for cancer charities. The business grows out of a family hobby and his own history of loved ones battling cancer, and complements, rather than replaces, his on-air role. Morning TV in transition. Morning news on NBC, ABC, and CBS has been in flux in recent years, with networks shuffling lineups and formats in response to changing viewer habits and corporate restructurings. CBS, for example, has gone through layoffs tied to the merger of Paramount Global with Skydance Media, while NBC has restructured its cable news portfolio by spinning MSNBC into a rebranded outlet, MS Now. NBC's Today franchise, which fills 4 hours each weekday morning, has been central to how viewers start their day, pairing hard news with lifestyle content. Each hour features different hosts, and shifts in that roster have become major cultural talking points as audiences develop strong loyalties to familiar faces. Hoda Kotb's exit and new path. One of the most dramatic recent changes for Today viewers was Hoda Kotb's departure from the flagship 7 to 9 a.m. hours, where she had long co-anchored. In 2024, she announced she would leave the show, formally signing off in January 2025, citing a desire to spend more time with her daughters and pursue new projects. Since then, Kotb has been building a new wellness-focused brand, including a self-titled platform and the Joy 101 concept, centered on retreats, an app, classes, and a podcast aimed at mindfulness, personal growth, and joy. The pivot marked a broader career reset after nearly 3 decades at NBC, positioning her less as a daily news anchor and more as a wellness entrepreneur and motivational figure. Craig Melvin steps into the spotlight. Craig Melvin, who joined NBC News more than a decade ago and became a familiar presence on Today's later hours, officially moved into the main co-anchor chair alongside Savannah Guthrie for the 7 and 8 a.m. hours in January 2025, effectively succeeding Kot on the core morning block. His promotion elevated a journalist known for a mix of hard news chops and easygoing on-air warmth, making him one of the network's key faces. Around the same time, NBC completed the transformation of MSNBC into MS Now, leading Melvin to post a nostalgic tribute to his years at the cable channel, where he had hosted and reported for roughly a decade. The reflective tone of the message prompted a wave of fan speculation that he might also be exiting Today. But he quickly clarified that he was only saying goodbye to his MSNBC colleagues and would remain on the NBC morning program. The birth of Melvin Made. Off-air, Melvin had quietly developed an unexpected passion: candle making. Introduced to the craft by his brother and sister-in-law, he started by buying a simple kit and experimenting in his own kitchen, creating early, imperfect candles he gave away as gifts, while teaching himself to balance fragrances, wax, and wicks. Keen to improve, he immersed himself in books, online tutorials, and mentoring from a Richmond, Virginia-based candle maker. He jokingly calls his candle Sherpa, refining his technique through hands-on visits and practice sessions. What began as a stress-relieving hobby gradually evolved into a shared family project, with relatives helping to test scents and shape the brand identity that would eventually become Melvin Made. A business built around cancer awareness, Melvin Made formally launches on Giving Tuesday in early December, with a product line designed as much around storytelling and remembrance as around home fragrance. Melvin has said the company's proceeds will benefit multiple cancer-related charities, including organizations that supported members of his own family through diagnosis and treatment. One of the flagship scents, Pink Jasmine, carries particularly heavy meaning. It is named in memory of his young niece, who died at age 3 from the rare bone cancer, Ewing sarcoma. For Melvin, each candle serves as both a fundraising tool and a conversation starter, encouraging buyers to discuss screenings, listen closely to their bodies, and share family cancer histories that might otherwise be overlooked. Fans react and future at NBC. The announcement of Melvin Made drew immediate interest from fans, many of whom praised the charitable focus, but also wondered if the new venture signaled an impending exit from Today. Those concerns were amplified by his earlier MSNBC farewell post and a brief on-air absence around Thanksgiving, which some interpreted as evidence of a broader career shift. However, Melvin and network reporting have made clear that he is staying with Today, with the candle company positioned firmly as a side business rather than a new full-time occupation. His stated aim is to leverage the visibility that comes with his NBC role, the platform and the megaphone, to drive donations and awareness, not to step away from broadcasting.